And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Roberto Hernandez Stadium on this beautiful Monday evening for baseball for today's baseball game between the visiting Catawba Indians and your USC Aiken Pacers. Pacers coming into today's game with a 24-18 overall record on the year and 14-7 at home, but their opponents boast an impressive record as well, 36-12 overall record, 12-8 on the road. This will be a tough matchup for the USC Aiken Pacers. They'll turn to Lindsey Robinson to get the start today, though. Robinson making his first start of the year. He has an 0-1 record in his 15 appearances, 16 and a third innings pitched, 18 hits, 9 runs, 9 of those earned, 15 walks, 18 strikeouts, and opponents batting at .290 on him. And I'm Marcus Johnson, once again thanking you for joining us today. Bit of non-conference baseball action.
Leading off the top of the first, designated hitter number 29, Heath Mitchell.
We'll get things started here with Heath Mitchell, the DH for the Indians, leading it off. Mitchell batting .343 on the year. Has 3 home runs and 33 RBIs. So Robinson deals the first pitch, and it's outside for ball 1. We're underway. And the 1-0. Misses outside again, 2-0. Puts it right down the middle on the 2-0 to make the count 2 balls, 1 strike. And the 2-1, a swing and a miss, counts evened up at 2-2. The 2-2 to Mitchum. Check swing, did he go? Yes, he did. Mitchum down on strikes for the first out.
The shortstop, number 3, Jeremy Simpson.
I'll bring up Jeremy Simpson. Simpson batting .331 on the season. 6 homers, 34 RBIs. And the first pitch to Simpson misses outside for a ball. Give the Pacer defense while we have the opportunity. Lindsey Robinson on the mound. Catching is Luke Leisering. Over at first base, Connor Durden. The second baseman, Phil Watcher. At third is Scott Huntley, as this swing and a miss from Simpson makes the count 1-1. And again, third baseman is Scott Huntley. The shortstop, Chandler Rogers, moving on to the outfield. Jackson Hannon in left, Joey Smithers in center, and Sean McQuillan is in right. Just misses low and inside to make the count 2-1. Swing and a miss. Took a little speed off of it, got him to chase, 2-2. And the 2-2 pitch misses outside. Full count. Line to third and grabbed by Huntley for the second out.
the first baseman, number 18, Hunter Shepard.
Bring up the first baseman, Hunter Shepard. Shepard batting .338 on the year. Leads the team with 12 home runs and 47 RBIs. Also leads the team by 1 in that category. First pitch inside for ball 1. The 1-0. Outside, 2-0. Bases have a packed schedule ahead of them this week, obviously playing today. They also play Payne tomorrow. Another non-conference matchup before they get back to conference action as that pitch finds the corner for a strike. 2-1. We'll be back in conference action when they take on the Flagler Saints, currently leading the Peach Belt in terms of record for the regular season. Low and inside, 3-1. And Robinson deals, high and away, ball 4. Shepard with the 2-out walk to keep the first inning going.
Right fielder, number 13, Lee Poteet.
I'll bring up Lee Poteet. Poteet, the right fielder. Batting .326 on the year. 2 homers and 17 RBIs. Pitch high and away for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0. Swing and a miss. Count 1-1. Long. The check throw goes over the head of Durden, and that's going to allow Shepard to take second base. He thought about heading for third, but he'll stop at just 1 extra bag. And that's not how you want to check the runner at all. So now runner in scoring position for the Indians. 2 outs and a even 1-1 count to Lee Poteet. Ball gets away from Leisenring, and Shepard's going to hustle over to third, and he will make it in there on the pass ball. The 2-1. This is outside. And it's a 3-1 count to the right fielder. Three-one from Robinson. Popped up behind the plate. Leisenring tracking it and making the catch for the third and final out. Indians leave one stranded as we move on to the bottom of the first. Pacers coming to bat, still scoreless. And welcome back. Bottom of the first inning getting underway. Pacers leading it off with Jackson Hannon. Hannon batting .291 on the year, has 2 homers and 13 RBIs. And he will face off against the starting pitching of Brian Ketchy. Ketchy with a 3.73 average ERA. A 7-1 record in 16 appearances, 12 starts. Has 2 complete games on the season. 70 innings pitched, 72 hits, 31 runs, 29 of them earned, 10 walks, and 50 strikeouts on the season. And the count is even at 1-1 to Hannon to start things off. Swing and a miss, 1-2. And the rest of the Indian defense is as followed. Catching for Ketchy is Cameron Morrison. Over at first base, Hunter Shepard. The second baseman, Jacob Nestor. At shortstop, Jeremy Simpson, as Hannon swings and misses for the strikeout and the first out of the inning. So that'll bring up Chandler Rogers.
Shortstop number 2, Chandler Rogers.
So again, the infield, Hunter Shepard at first, Jacob Nestor at second, Jeremy Simpson at short. The third baseman is Jackson Raper. Into the outfield we go with Lee Poteet in right, center fielder Bryce Butler, and in left field, Henderson Lentz. Rogers goes after the first pitch and skies it down the right side, and that will be caught in shallow right field by the second baseman Nestor for the second out.
The catcher, number 16, Luke Leisenring.
So a quick 2 outs here in the first inning as Luke Leisenring comes to the plate. Leisenring batting .287 on the year. Has 5 home runs and 18 RBIs on the season. And the first pitch to Leisenring is in there for a strike. Fouled off out of play, 0-2. Leisenring sends that one out into right field and deep on the warning track, and it's going to be over the head of Poteet and hit the wall. Leisenring heads to second, and he will make it in there with a stand-up double here in the bottom of the first.
The first baseman, number
I have to think Poteet might have lost it while he was tracking it in the sun, and it just went over his glove, giving Leisenring that 2-out double and bringing up Connor Durden with 2 out. Durden, .292 average on the season, leads the team with 8 home runs and also leads the team in RBIs with 30. Looking to add number 31 with a runner in scoring position. First pitch in there for strike 1. The 0-1. Outside, 1-1. Just catches the outside corner. Durden facing a 1-2 count. Rounder to short. Simpson has it. Throws it to first and gets it there for the third and final out. The Pacers will leave a runner stranded of their own as we move to the second inning. It is still scoreless between USC Aiken and Catawba. And welcome to the top of the second inning, ladies and gentlemen. Jackson Raper will lead it off, the third baseman for Catawba. Raper, the top hitter for this Indian squad, a .376 average, has 7 home runs and 46 RBIs. He's second on the team in RBIs. And he will foul off the first pitch from Robinson for strike one. The 0-1. Misses high, 1-1. The 1-1 misses low. A good pitch from Robinson, just didn't get the call. 2 balls and a strike to Raper. And this time Robinson finds the strike zone to even the count at 2-2 as he brushes the corner. And the 2-2. Fouled off, we'll do it over. Once again, the 2-2 pitch. Misses inside. Well inside. And the count full to Jackson Raper. Robinson deals, and that's high and away for ball 4. A leadoff walk here in the second.
Catcher number 11, Cameron Morrison.
So Cameron Morrison will come up to the plate, the catcher. Runner on first with nobody out. Morrison batting .288 on the year. 4 homers, 24 RBIs. And he'll foul tip the first pitch for strike one. The 0-1. High and away, snap throw to first, and that's going to be in the dirt and roll into right field. Bad throw from Leisenring, and that's going to allow Raper to make it to second. And Robinson deals. That pitch misses outside. And the count 1-2. And a call time here for Morrison before he can see the 1-2. Runner on second with nobody out. Catawba with a chance here to take the lead. And now Robinson will deal, and that one will be fouled off. But once again, we'll do the pitch over. And the pitch to Morrison. This is outside. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Fouled off again off the framing of the stadium. We'll still take a moment here. 2 balls and 2 strikes as Morrison steps out of the box. Now Robinson will deal. That one fouled straight back in again off the stadium's frame. And once again, the 2-2. Fouled off, and this time it goes over the stadium and out of play. Just missed the outside corner. A great pitch from Robinson. Well, the umpire calls it ball 3 and the count full to the Indian catcher. Misses high right over the head of Morrison, who ducks out of the way. Back-to-back walks, put the runners on first and second.
39, Henderson Lentz.
And I'll bring up Henderson Lentz, the left fielder. Lentz batting .291 on the season. Has 1 home run and 22 RBIs. Now he's got 2 on with nobody out here in the second inning. First pitch, show a bunt, pulls it back, throw down to second, in time. Throw from Leisering was right on the money, and Raper is picked off for the first out. The Leisering makes up for the bad throw he had to put Raper on second by picking him off a second with a snap throw. Sent on out into left field. This was going to drop in fair and head to the corner. Picking it up is Hannon. He'll fire it in, and now that pickoff at second base is huge because that saved a run from scoring on the double from Lentz.
The second baseman, number 27, Jacob Nestor.
Brings Jacob Nestor to the plate. Runners on second and third with 1 out. Nestor batting .269. 2 homers, 33 RBIs. One out and 2 on for Robinson here in the top of the second, as he finds himself in some trouble. First pitch low and away, ball 1. Fouled off, 1-1. The 1-1 to Nestor. Up the middle, that'll get through for a base hit. One run will score. They're waving Lentz around third. He'll come home. He will score. And hustling into second on the throw is Nestor. It is a 2 RBI base hit for Jacob Nestor, and Catawba takes a 2-0 lead.
The center fielder, number 4, Bryce Butler.
That brings up the number 9 hitter, Bryce Butler, the center fielder. Runner on second with 1 out. Butler batting .222. No homers and 8 RBIs this year. Butler's only played in 21 games. And he'll foul off the first pitch for strike 1. Inside corner for a strike, 0-2. The 0-2. A chopper to third. Huntley has it, fires to first, and doesn't get it there in time. Butler hustled his way down to first base and beat out the throw. And it's runners on the corners on an infield single.
The designated hitter, number 29, Heath Mitchum.
So Heath Mitchum, the top of the order, comes to bat. He struck out his first time up. Still only 1 out here in the top of the second. Check throw to first base, not in time. And another check throw to first base. Same result. And another check throw to first base. 3 in a row. Robinson obviously does not think that Butler should be aboard. Runner takes off. The pitch, a swing and a miss. The throw down to second. Not in time. The runners on second and third, both in scoring position again for Catawba. 0-1 count at the plate to Mitchum. Curveball finds the strike zone, 0-2. High and inside. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2. Misses low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Count evened up on Mitchum. Kenny Thomas having some words from the dugout. He did not agree with that call. That was a good pitch from Robinson, though. Looked like it was close to the knees. So the count will be even at 2 balls and 2 strikes. 2 on with 1 out here in the second. Low and inside for a ball, full count. And the 3-2 pitch. Fouled off, out of play. Towards the parking lot, so we'll do it over. Once again, the 3-2 is once again fouled off. We'll do it again. Missed low and inside, ball 4. And Mitchum will walk to load the bases here in the top of the second inning. So Kenny Thomas is going to come out of the dugout now. Hasn't made the call to the bullpen just yet. Only just giving the bullpen a little extra time. Not sure who they're going to bring in. So we're going to take a very short break. When we come back, it'll be bases loaded with 1 out here in the top of the second of a 2-0 ball game for the Catawba Indians. There were 3 pitches that were definitely strikes. Look, I mean, it's already 2-0, so now we're just looking for outs. So. They're bringing in Schuff. And we are back. Lindsey Robinson's day is over with as Hunter Schuff comes in from the bullpen. He has quite the daunting task ahead of him. Bases loaded with only one out here in the top of the second. And he will face Jeremy Simpson, who lined out his first time up. First pitch from Schuff, outside corner for a strike. 0-1. Stat line on Schuff is as follows: a 5.52 ERA, an 0-1 record in 16 appearances, no starts on the year. Has one save, 14 2/3 innings pitched. And that one will be fouled off by Simpson for strike 2, 0-2. And Spence with... I'm sorry, not Spence, Schuff. Looking at the wrong name. 14 2/3 innings pitched, 11 hits, 9 runs, all of them earned, 13 walks, 18 strikeouts, and opponents batting .208 off of him. Outside for a ball, 1-2. The 1-2. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. And Simpson down on strikes for a big second out.
First baseman number 18, Hunter Shepard.
That will bring Hunter Shepard up to bat. He walked his first time up. Bases still loaded now with 2 outs. And the first pitch goes all the way to the backstop. Good bounce back. Leisering dives to apply the tag, and he gets there in time for the third and final out. Leisering took advantage of a good hop off the back wall and applied the tag as the runner was coming home. So that will close things out here in the top of the second inning. It is 2-0 Indians as the Pacers are coming to bat. And as we move to the bottom of the second inning, we will see Joey Smithers lead it off for the Pacers. Smithers, the senior center fielder, batting .333 on the season. First pitch low and inside for ball 1. Has a pair of home runs and 13 RBIs this year. This is low and away for a ball, 2-0. Again, low and away, 3 balls and no strikes to Smithers. The 3-0, right down the middle, 3-1. This is high. Ball 4. Smithers with the leadoff walk to start up the second inning for USC Aiken. Phil Watcher will come to the plate now with 1 on and nobody out. Watcher batting .266 this year. No homers, but 11 RBIs. Not known for his power, though. First pitch to Watcher misses low, but blocked by Morrison. That'll keep Smithers over at first. Smithers aggressive on the base path this year. He's tried to steal 15 times, and he's been successful in 9 of them. Low and away for a ball, 2-0. And we're going to have a little visit to the mound here for the Indians. It doesn't look like it's going to be a pitching change, so we're going to go ahead and take a moment to thank some sponsors of USC Aiken Athletics. Those sponsors being Tyler's Tire and Auto Center, proud sponsor of USC Aiken Baseball and USC Aiken Athletics as a whole, and the South Carolina Education Lottery. When you play the South Carolina Education Lottery, you're not only taking a chance, but giving a chance. Meeting concludes. We'll get back to baseball. 2-0 count to Watcher with 1 on and nobody out. Bottom of the second. Check throw to first. Smithers kind of stumbled a little bit, but he got back safely. The 2-0, grounded foul down the first base side for strike 1. Down the middle for a strike. Count evens up at 2-2 on Watcher. And Catchy just steps off the mound for a second. Collects himself and sets to deal the 2-2. Smithers takes off. Throws low and away. And they're going to have an appeal down to the field umpire to see if he went or not. They'll say he did not go. So a stolen base for Smithers and a full count at the plate for Watcher. 10th stolen base on the year for Joey Smithers. Chopper off the plate, but it's going to end up foul, so we'll do it over. Low and away, ball 4. Watcher with the walk, and that puts the first 2 on for USC Aiken.
The designated hitter number 4.
And that will bring up Trey Paluski, who is DHing today. Paluski batting .282 this season. 2 homers, 16 RBIs. Runners on first and second for Paluski with nobody out here in the bottom of the second inning. Pacers looking to get back those 2 runs that were given up in the top half of the inning. Both runners take off. A swing and a foul ball from Paluski. So Smithers and Watcher will head back to their respective bases. The 0-1. Grounder through the left side for a base hit. Smithers will hold up at third as the ball comes in. A good solid single for Trey Paluski, and the Pacers have the bases loaded now with nobody out.
The third baseman, number 44, Scott Huntley.
So now Scott Huntley will dig in. Again, bases loaded with nobody out for Huntley. Huntley batting an even .200 on the season. Has 7 RBIs as well. 7 for 35. And at bats. First pitch low and away, ball 1. The 1-0. Outside corner, 1-1. Low and away again, 2-1 to Huntley. Sent to second, and that's going to get through for a base hit despite the diving effort from Nestor. 1 run scores. Coming home is Watcher. The throw is in time. Watcher tagged out for the first out of the inning, but it is still an RBI single for Scott Huntley, and the Pacers are on the board. It is 2-1 Indians. Nestor tried to catch it on a hop with a nice little diving effort. He knocked it down and slowed it up, and that did allow for him to get the out at home. And Sean McQuillan will come up to bat. Runners on the corners with 1 out now. Trey Paluski advanced to third on the play. McQuillan, batting .294 this year, shows bunt, pulls it back as the pitch was in there for a strike, 0-1. He had a .294 average this year, 1 homer, 22 RBIs, and he is the stolen base king for USC Aiken, 16 stolen bases on 19 tries. Jack throw to first. Not in time as Huntley makes it safely. Another check throw to first. Ooh, closer. Huntley getting back just under the tag, though. Pitch misses low and away for a ball, 1-1. The 1-1. Ball in the dirt, but blocked by Morrison. He's been pretty solid back there early on in this game. Chopper to the right side. That's going to get through for a base hit. Paluski scores. Heading for third is Huntley, and he will make it in there. It's an RBI single for Sean McQuillan, and the Pacers have tied this ball game up at 2. Took a good hop over the first baseman Shepard's head.
The left fielder, number 10, Jackson Hannon.
And that will bring up Jackson Hannon now. We are tied up at 2, and there are still runners on the corners with only one out here for the Pacers. Hannon, the leadoff man, struck out his first time up. Hannon shows bunt. He bunts it down the first base side, but that'll end up foul for strike 1. Jack throw to first. Yeah, that one not in time. McQuillan back safely. As we said, McQuillan is a threat to steal. 16 for 19 on the year. McQuillan not taking a huge lead. Chopper to short. Flip to second for 1. The throw to first is in time for the double play to close out the second. But the Pacers get 2 to tie this ball game up at 2-2. We're going on to the third with Catawba coming to bat. And to the top of the third inning we go. Hunter Shepard will lead it off for Catawba. Shepard had his at-bat interrupted in the last inning. And Schuff deals the first pitch, swing and a miss, strike 1. And Shepard's at-bat was interrupted when Jacob Nestor tried to come home on a wild pitch. But Leisering able to pick it up off the bounce and apply the tag for the third and final out of the inning, get the Pacers out of a bit of a jam. And it really paid off as we are tied at 2. The 1-1, swing and a miss. Chased one up and out of the zone, 1-2. High and away, though. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. In there for a call, strike 3. Shepard down looking to start off the third.
Right fielder number 13, Lee Poteet.
Lee Poteet up to bat now. Nobody on and 1 out here in the third. First pitch misses low with a fastball. 1-0. The 1-0. In there for a strike. 1-1. And Schuff deals the 1-1. Sent on out into center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Poteet aboard with a 1-out single. And that brings up Jackson Raper, the third baseman.
The third baseman, number 14, Jackson Raper.
Raper walked his first time up, but ended up getting picked off as he wandered a little too far from second. And again, that was thanks to some nice defense from Leisenring. We won't mention again the fact that he got to second thanks to a Leisenring throwing error, but he made up for it in the end. Runner on first with 1 out. Raper digs in. First pitch in there, good fastball, strike 1. The 0-1. Fouled off out of play, 0-2. And Schuff with a quick throw over to first, just checking on the runner. Poteet back safely. In there for a call, strike 3. Schuff strikes out Raper with the same pitch he struck out Shepard. And there are 2 down now here in the third. Now the catcher Cameron Morrison up to bat. Runner still on first now with 2 outs. Morrison walked and scored his first time up. First pitch low and away, ball 1. The 1-0 goes all the way to the backstop, and that will give the green light to Poteet to move on to second. A 2-0 count at the plate to Morrison. And Schuff deals. Outside again, 3-0. 3-0. Just misses low and away for ball 4. And Morrison walks on 4 straight to keep the inning going and put runners on first and second.
39, Henderson Lentz.
I'll bring Henderson Lentz up to the plate. Lentz doubled and scored his first time up, 1 for 1 today. Chance to get the lead back here with 2 on and 2 out here in the third. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. And Shuffle step off the mound for a moment as we await the 0-1 pitch. Misses high, evens the count up at 1-1. High and inside, 2 balls and a strike. The 2-1. Misses outside, 3 balls, 1 strike. And a call of time at the plate now. Coming from Lentz. And the 3-1 finds the strike zone, full count. The 3-2 pitch. Fouled off, and we will do it again. Shuff taking his time. And deals the 3-2. Fly ball, right field. McQuillan tracking it and making the catch for the third and final out. 2 men are left stranded in the top of the third. We're going to the bottom of the third inning. Pacers and Indians all tied at 2. And welcome to the bottom of the third inning. Marcus Johnson here, thanking you for joining us on your Monday evening. It is a tie ball game, 2-2 between the Pacers and the Indians. Leading things off, Chandler Rogers for the Pacers. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Rogers popped out to second his first time up. Inside corner for a strike, 0-2. Chopper to second. Long throw is in time as they get the speedy Chandler Rogers. Good throw from Nestor as he had to wait for it to come back down to him. Rogers down for the first out. That will bring up Luke Leisenring, who doubled his first time up, 1 for 1 today. First pitch, swing and a miss, strike one. Here's a slow chopper to third, charging his Raper. He fires to first and gets it there to get Leisenring for the second out. Well, another 2 quick outs here as Connor Durden steps up to the plate. Durden grounded out to short his first time up. Durden checks his swing. The pitch was down the middle, 0-1. Here's a ground ball to second. Nestor with it. And the quick toss to first for the third and final out. A 1-2-3 inning. Pacers go down in order. And we are moving on to the fourth inning. It is still a tie ball game, 2-2. And so the top of the fourth inning gets underway. The leadoff man for the Indians, Jacob Nestor. Nestor with an RBI single, which drove in 2 his first time up, and then he got tagged out trying to come home on a wild pitch. And he will dig in against Schuff as the first pitch comes in. First strike one. The 0-1. Sent on out into the gap in right center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit and go to the wall. Hustling for second and making it in there is Nestor. It's a leadoff double for the Indians second baseman.
Center fielder number 4, Bryce Butler.
I think they might have awarded him second base even if he'd not gotten in there, as he had a little collision with Durden, rounding first base. But now we'll see Bryce Butler come to the plate. Butler singled and stole a base his first time up. Runner in scoring position with nobody out here in the top of the fourth. Catawba looking to get their lead back. And the first pitch misses inside for ball one. The 1-0. Inside, 2-0. Schuff stepping off the rubber just to send Nestor back to the bag at second. The 2-0. Inside corner for a strike, 2-1. The 2-1 from Schuff is in the dirt. Leisering blocks it, though. 3 balls, 1 strike to Bryce Butler. The 3-1 finds the strike zone, full count. And another moment here as we await the 3-2 pitch. Misses low and inside for ball 4. And Butler with the walk to put runners on first and second, and still nobody out.
Designated hitter number 29, Heath Mitchum.
Brings us to the top of the order, and Heath Mitchum. Mitchum is 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk today. And we're going to have a little visit to the mound. And while they're having this mound visit, go ahead and thank another one of our sponsors. And that sponsor being the Hudson Etheridge Companies and Auto Owners Insurance. For all of your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, count on Hudson Etheridge Companies and Auto Owners Insurance. The meeting is over with. We'll get right back to it. Heath Mitchum digging in. Again, 0 for 1 today with a walk and a strikeout. 2 on and nobody out. Top of the 4th inning. Goes after the first pitch and lines it through the left side for a base hit. Runners will stop at 1 bag apiece. The bases are loaded now with nobody out.
The shortstop, number 3, Jeremy Simpson.
Brings Jeremy Simpson to the plate. Simpson is 0 for 2 with a line out and a strikeout. And now Kenny Thomas is coming from the dugout. Looks like Hunter Schuff's day will be over. As we are going to the bullpen, we're going to take a short break and be right back in just a moment. That's probably because of his brother. Yeah, his brother was only here for my first year? Yeah. 16. 2015, 2016. And coming in from the Pacer bullpen is William Ard as we come out of the break, taking over for Hunter Schuff. Ard making his 14th appearance on the year. And he has quite the situation to come into. Bases loaded and nobody out. As Jeremy Simpson digs in. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Fly ball out into center field. Smithers going back for it. And he will make the catch for the first out. Runners will tag. The throw comes in all the way to third. Oh, it'll be a sacrifice fly for Jeremy Simpson, and Catawba has retaken the lead 3-2.
The first baseman, number 18, Hunter Shepard.
Now Hunter Shepard coming to the plate. Runners on second and third with 1 out. Shepard 0 for 1 with a strikeout and a walk today. He goes after the first pitch, fouls it off. Giving chase is Huntley, but he's going to let it hit the ground as he was just out of reach of it. Strike 1. The 0-1. Fouled off, 0-2. Fouls it off, just catching a piece of it. The count staying frozen at no balls and 2 strikes to Shepard. Fouled off again. Shepard able to spoil off a couple of pitches. Again, the 0-2. Popped up shallow left field. Hannon is there. He'll make the catch. And he will fire it in. A beautiful throw to straight into Huntley, and that holds the runners right where they are. So a big second out.
Number 13, Lee Poteet.
That will bring up Lee Poteet. Poteet 1 for 2 today with a single. First pitch in there for a call strike on Poteet. 0-1. Strike 2 right down the middle. No balls and 2 strikes to Poteet. The 0-2. Chopper to short. Rogers backs up, fires from his heels, and it's going to draw dirt off the bag. Throw home now, not in time, as taking advantage of the situation was Mitchum. 2 runs will score on the E6. And Catawba now leads it 5-2 here in the 4th.
Third baseman number 14, Jackson Raper.
So runner on first with 2 outs as Jackson Raper comes up to the plate. Ball in the dirt. Leisering blocks it though. 1-0. The 1-0. Low and away, 2-0. Grounder to first, but foul. 2-1. Misses this time, just a bit low. 3-1 the count to Raper. Outside, ball 4. Raper with the walk, and there are 2 aboard with 2 out for Cameron Morrison, the next man up.
Catcher number 11, Cameron Morrison.
Morrison still looking for his first at bat. He's walked twice and scored a run. First pitch is outside for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0. Fly ball, right field. McQuillan chasing after it and making the catch right along the foul line for the third and final out. He had to cover a lot of ground to make that catch, but he did. The damage has been done as Catawba drives in 3 in the top of the 4th to take a 5-2 lead, moving on to the bottom of the 4th inning. And into the bottom of the 4th inning we go. The Pacers trailing the Indians of Catawba by a score of 5-2. Joey Smithers will lead it off for the Pacers, and, well, the last time he led off the inning for USC Aiken, they tied up the ball game. He walked and stole a base and scored a run in that inning, and the first pitch is in there for strike 1. Right down the middle, 0-2 to Smithers. Popped up. Shallow center field. Calling everybody off and making the catches, Poteet for the first out.
Second base, number 1, Phil Watcher.
So Phil Watcher to the plate. He walked his first time up. Nobody on and 1 out here in the 4th. And the first pitch is in there for a strike to Watcher. Just misses with the second pitch, 1-1. And 1 ball and 2 strikes to Phil Watcher. Outside for a ball, 2-2. Here's a chopper, first base side, but that'll end up foul, and we'll do it over. Curveball misses high. And the count full to Phil Watcher. And the 3-2 right down the middle. Watcher down looking for the second out.
Designated hitter, Trey Paluski.
That'll bring up Trey Paluski. Paluski, 1 for 1 today, singled and scored a run his first time up. Pitch high and inside for ball 1 to the Pacer DH. Again, misses inside, 2-0. Reaches out, fouls it off, and that'll end up out of play for strike 1. Chopped, foul down the third base side this time. Count evened up at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Grounded foul again. Paluski fouling off another one, just staying alive. Once again, the 2-2. Missed inside, full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, nobody on. Bottom of the 4th inning. Aces trailing 5-2. And we'll do it over as Paluski fouls another one off. Check swing. And they'll say he went around on the appeal to first, so Paluski down on strikes for the 3rd and final out. We're moving on to the 5th inning. Pacers still trailing the Indians by 3. It's just, I haven't had much of a chance to take it easy lately, so. It looks like it. Trying to say the number though. 21. And so to the top of the 5th inning we go. Leading things off for Catawba is Henderson Lentz. And the first pitch is in there for strike one from the new pitcher, Cameron Nole, who's coming in from the Pacer bullpen. Nole making his 10th start of the year. And he grounds it up the middle. Lentz grounds it up the middle for a base hit. So the leadoff man aboard once again for the Indians, this time on a single, making Lentz 2 for 3 today. Jacob Nestor up to bat. He is 2 for 2, a single, a double, 2 RBIs, and a run scored. And first pitch is bunted foul for strike one. The 0-1. Inside, 1-1. High and away for a ball, 2-1. Olay with a check throw to first. Not in time as Lentz makes it back safely. Misses high, 3 balls, 1 strike. And the 3-1. Down the middle for a strike, full count. Fly ball, right side. McQuillan giving chase, but he's going to let it drop for just another foul ball, so we will do the 3-2 over. Again, the 3-2. Send out into deep left field. Near the warning track is where it will be caught by Hannon for the first out.
Center fielder number 4, Bryce Butler.
So Bryce Butler up to bat. Butler is 1 for 1 today. A single, a stolen base, a walk, and a run scored. Runner on first with 1 out here in the top of the 5th. And the first pitch from Nole misses low and away for ball 1. Nole again with a check throw to first base. Lentz able to step on the bag in time. Runner goes, throw down to second, is in time by a mile. Great throw from Leisenring once again. And they catch Lentz trying to steal for the second out. Two balls and no strikes to Butler. Nobody on now with two outs. And pitch outside for a ball, 3-0. High and inside, ball 4. Butler walks on 4 straight to keep the inning going. And we'll move on to the top of the order with Heath Mitchum. Mitchum 1 for 2 today, a strikeout, a walk, a single, and a run scored. And the first pitch in there for strike 1. Ball in the dirt. Leisner keeping it in front of him, though. 2-0. Curveball misses. Low and away. And another check throw from Nole. Nole basically pitching it over to first base. That's been helpful. It's keeping the runners from taking too big of a lead. Although Butler does have a healthy lead over at first as he takes off. Pitch low and away for a ball, 3-1, and Leisner is just going to hold on to it, not even bother trying. So a stolen base for Butler. And now a runner on second with 2 outs and a 3-1 count at the plate to Mitchum. Nole just steps off the rubber for a moment. And again, Nole stepping off the mound. The 3-1. Outside, ball 4. And there's another walk, back-to-back walks. This one to Mitchum.
The shortstop, number 3, Jeremy Simpson.
I'll bring up Jeremy Simpson. Simpson is 0 for 2. Lined out, struck out, and had a sacrifice fly in the last inning. First pitch outside for a ball, 1-0. Grounds the curveball foul for a strike, 1-1. Curveball just catches the outside of the plate. 1-2. Another curveball. This one misses low for a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Twos are wild as there's 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, and 2 on in the top of the 5th. Grounded foul, so we will do it over. Ooh, just missed. Good pitch from Nole. Just a bit low, though. And the count full to Simpson. Runners take off. Pitch is low and away. Ball 4. And Nole has walked the bases loaded with 2 outs here in the 5th.
The first baseman, number 18, Hunter Shepard.
And now Hunter Shepard will come up, but he's going to have to wait a little bit as Kenny Thomas is coming out of the dugout. We are having another pitching change. We're still in the top of the 5th inning. It is bases loaded with 2 outs. And we'll be back with a brand new pitcher. So we are back with a brand new pitcher. The Pacers have brought in Austin Sandifer. Sandifer, a 1.42 ERA, 3-0 record in his 18 appearances, 1 save, 19 innings pitched, 9 hits, 3 runs, 2 walks, 12 strikeouts, and opponents batting 134. And they'll turn to him to try to keep the bases loaded. First pitch fouled off by Hunter Shepard. And again, Shepard is 0 for 2 with a walk today, a strikeout, and a flyout. The 0-1. Line right at Phil Watcher, who makes a nice little jump and grab for the 3rd and final out. Indians leave the bases loaded. We're going to the bottom of the fifth. It is still a 5-2 lead for Catawba over the Pacers. And to the bottom of the fifth inning we go. Marcus Johnson here. Again, thanking you for joining us on your Monday evening. Not often you have Monday baseball here at the collegiate level, but that's what we have here. It's been a pretty decent game so far. Indians leading the Pacers 5-2. Scott Huntley will lead it off. He has an RBI single on the day, 1 for 1. And he goes after the first pitch, lines it out into center field. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Huntley 2 for 2 today. And we'll bring up Sean McQuillan. McQuillan with an RBI single of his own, 1 for 1. And the Indians have a full complement out there in their bullpen, but only one guy warming up. Ketchy's really settled in there. He had a shaky second inning, but back-to-back 1, 2, 3 innings has helped that out. Although he puts the leadoff runner on here in the fifth. And McQuillan lays down a bunt, a very nice bunt down the first base side. The throw to first, not in time as it was dropped anyway. McQuillan aboard with a bunt single. As we were saying, McQuillan's got some speed. He showcased it defensively today, and offensively is the first two runners are aboard for Jackson Hannon, the leadoff man. Well, Hannon 0 for 2, struck out and grounded into a double play. Runners on first and second. Pacers looking to do some damage and chip away at that lead. Pitch miss high for a ball, 1-0. Ketchy steps off the mound to send the runners back to their bags. 1-0 count at the plate to Jackson Hannon. And Hannon fouls that one straight back. 1-1. Hannon showing bunt before the pitch can even come in. But he won't even see a pitch as Ketchy again chases the runners back. And a throw over to second. That's going to end up in center field. Runners get back up. The throw into second will not be in time as McQuillan slides in safely. Both runners advance a bag on the E1. Now the Pacers have something going here. Now Both runners in scoring position, 1-1 count to Hannon at the plate, and still nobody out here in the bottom of the fifth. Inside for a ball, 2-1. Line to third. Well, that's going to hold the runners right where they are. A nice little catch there from Raper for the first out.
Shortstop, number 2, Chandler Rogers.
Chandler Rogers will come to the plate now, 0 for 2 today. Runner still on second and third with 1 out. First pitch down the middle for strike one. Here's a chopper to short. That'll score a run. The throw to first is in time. Rogers out on the 6-3 ground out, but he drives in Scott Huntley, and the Pacers now trailing 5-3.
The catcher, number 16, Luke Leisenring.
So now Luke Leisenring will step up to the plate. Leisenring is 1 for 2 today with a double. Runner still on second. That runner, Sean McQuillan, with 2 outs here in the fifth. And Leisenring fouls off the first pitch for strike one. Misses inside on the 0-1 to even the count at 1-1. Another ball in the dirt. 2-1. Up the middle, backhander by Nestor. Throw to first is not going to be in time as it draws Shepard off the bag. Nice effort, though. But regardless, it will be a single for Leisenring, and the inning will continue with runners on the corners for Connor Durden.
The first baseman, number 30, Connor Durden.
Durden 0 for 2 today. Pair of groundouts, 1 to short, 1 to second. And again, 2 outs with runners on the corners for the Pacer first baseman. And the first pitch to Durden is in there for a strike, 0-1. High and away for a ball, 1-1. Ball in the dirt once again. Morrison keeping it in front of him. The 2-1. Low and away, 3-1. Joey Smithers on deck. Looking to get another at-bat this inning. One brushes the corner for a strike. Full count to Connor Durden. And the 3-2 pitch. Outside, ball 4. Durden with the walk, and the bases are loaded for Joey Smithers. So we're going to have another visit to the mound here for the Indians. And we're going to take a short break while they take care of business and be right back in just a moment. It's okay, they just turned Trader over there. That's all. Yeah. Oh no, Botterill will stay in there for a little bit. Yep. Just burn everything to the ground.
Center fielder number 9, Joey Smithers.
And welcome back. Bases are loaded with 2 outs for Joey Smithers as he digs in. New man on the mound is Sawyer Strickland as he deals a first pitch strike to Smithers, who swings and misses. Strickland, a 4.04 ERA and a 6-2 record in 18 appearances, 9 starts. 64 2/3 innings pitched, 69 hits, 34 runs, 29 of them earned, 14 walks to 56 strikeouts. Another swing and a miss from Smithers. He goes down 0-2. Outside for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Smithers. Swing and a miss. Chased one low and away for the strikeout. And Smithers goes down for the 3rd and final out. Pacers leave the bases loaded. They get 1, however, as they now trail by 2. It's 5-3 as we move on to the 6th. And we move on to the bottom of the 6th inning, the top of the 6th inning of USC Aiken baseball, presented by Aiken Flooring. Aiken Flooring, you can stand on us. Austin Sandifer back out there looking for another inning of work, and he will face off against Lee Poteet. Poteet is 1 for 3 today, reached on an error and has singled. First pitch low and away for ball 1. The 1-0. Misses high, 2-0. The 2-0. Misses high, just a little high. 3 balls, no strikes to Poteet. All right, down the middle for a strike, 3-1. All right, down the middle again, full count. And the 3-2 from Sandifer. Swing and a miss. Sandifer works his way back from being down 3-0 to throw 3 straight strikes to strike out Poteet for the first out.
Number 14, Jackson Raper.
Bring Jackson Raper up. Raper's 0 for 1 with a pair of walks today and 1 strikeout. First pitch outside for ball 1. Misses with a high fastball, 2-0. Inside corner for a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike to Raper. Line foul. Count evens up at 2-2. Ground ball up the middle. Rogers knocks it down, picks it up, fires to first. Doesn't get it there in time, however. Good effort. That'll be scored a base hit.
The catcher, number 11, Cameron Morrison.
And they're actually going to credit Rogers with an error on that play. So Raper reaches on the E6. Cameron Morrison will dig in now. And he lays down a bunt right in front of the plate. Leisering's going to second. And he gets it there in time for the second out. Great job. Again, Luke Leisering has gotten the ball to second base beautifully tonight on some caught stealings and now a failed bunt attempt.
Left fielder, number 39, Henderson Lentz.
Well, Morrison safe at first on the fielder's choice. Score that a 2-6 fielder's choice. And now Henderson and Lentz will dig in. Lentz 2 for 3 with a single, a double, and a run scored. Pitch goes all the way to the backstop. Wild pitch for Sandifer. Well, Morrison now safe at second base. The 1-0. In there for a strike, 1-1. Swing and a miss. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Lentz. The 1-2 to Rogers on a hop. He throws it to first, and that's going to draw Durden off the bag. Oh, an E6 will continue the inning. Runners on the corners. Still 2 outs. And now we're going to have a little visit to the mound. And during this visit to the mound, we'll thank our final sponsor for the night, Aiken Fish House. Located just off of Whiskey Road, Southern-style seafood served up with some Southern hospitality. So stop it into Aiken Fish House, one of the newest joints in town.
The second baseman, number
Well, the meeting will finish
Jacob
up,
Nestor.
and Jacob Nestor will come up to the plate. Nestor 2 for 3, single, double, 2 RBIs, and a run scored. Runners on the corners with 2 outs as the top of the 6th inning continues. And the first pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Runner takes off from first. The pitch is inside. I thought for a second it might have hit him. But nope. Nestor was able to get out of the way just in time. Lentz advances to second with a stolen base. And an even count of 1-1 at the plate. Swing and a miss. And the count is now 1-2. The 1-2 is fouled off, so we'll do it over. Misses low. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Popped up first base side. Durden is there in foul territory to make the catch for the third and final out. And we'll move on to the bottom of the 6th inning. It is still 5-3, Indians leading the Pacers. And we're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Catawba leading the Pacers 5-3. Phil Watcher will dig in. Watcher 0 for 1 with a walk and a strikeout today. And the first pitch to Watcher is in there for a strike, 0-1. Misses outside for a ball, 1-1. Ground ball to first. Nice backhanded grab by Shepard, and he'll take it himself for the first out.
The designated hitter number 4, Trey Paluski.
Now we'll see Trey Paluski come to bat. Paluski 1 for 2 today with a single, a run scored, and a strikeout. First pitch to Paluski, misses low and away, 1-0. Outside again, 2 balls, no strikes. Liner to third, and that one will be grabbed by Raper for the second out.
The third baseman, number 44, Scott Huntley.
That'll bring up Scott Huntley. Huntley having a good day at the plate, 2 for 2 with a pair of singles, an RBI, and a run scored. And the first pitch to Huntley is in there for a strike, 0-1. Down the middle again, 0-2. High and away for a ball. 1 ball, 2 strikes to Huntley. Fouled off. We'll do it over. And again, the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Throw down to first will be in time to get Huntley for the third and final out. It's a 1-2-3 inning, and we move on to the top of the 7th. Catawba still leading USC Aiken 5-3. to the top of the 7th inning we go. Marcus Johnson here again, thanking you for joining us on your Monday evening. Pacers trailing the Indians 5-3. Leading it off for Catawba is Bryce Butler. Butler is 1 for 1 today with a single, 2 stolen bases, 2 walks, and a run scored. Henry Cartrett on the mound for the Pacers to start off the inning, and the first pitch is in there for a strike. 0-1. Cartrett with a 2.14 ERA and 0-2 record in 16 appearances, 3 saves on the year, 21 innings pitched, 15 hits, 11 runs, 5 of those earned, 7 walks, 34 strikeouts, and opponents batting .195 on him. Second pitch misses outside for a ball, 1-1. The 1-1, low and away, 2-1. The 2-1 to Butler. In there for a strike, 2-2. Grounded past the diving Huntley and into left field for a base hit.
The designated hitter, number 29, Heath Mitchum.
So Heath Mitchum will come to the plate. Mitchum is 1 for 2 today with a single, 2 walks, a strikeout, and a run scored. Runner on first with nobody out here in the top of the 7th inning. First pitch misses for ball 1. The 1-0. Down the middle for a strike. 1-1. And there for another strike, 1 ball and 2 strikes to Heath Mitchum. Fouled off, and we'll do it over. Cartrett with a quick check throw over to first base. Butler dives back in time, though. Popped up behind the plate, but that'll end up out of play, so we will once again do the 1-2. And another check throw over to first base. Runner takes off. Swing and a miss on a high fastball. Throw to second is not in time. A stolen base for Butler, but a strikeout for Mitchum. Gives us the first out of the 7th.
The shortstop, number 3, Jeremy Simpson.
And Jeremy Simpson will come up to the plate. Simpson is 0 for 2 today. Sacrifice fly and a walk. Runner on second with 1 out here in the 7th. And he lays down a bunt, but bunts it foul for strike 1. Swing and a miss. The count is now 0-2 on Simpson. Fouled off, and we'll do it over. Good reaction time there from Hunter Shepard on deck as that ball was headed for him. Swing and a miss. Down on strikes goes Simpson for the second out. Now back-to-back strikeouts, and there's 2 away for Hunter Shepard.
Number 18, Hunter Shepard.
Runner still on second base, though, for the Indians. And the pitch high and inside for a ball, 1-0. Low and away for a ball. Eisenring scrambles over to get it. And that pitch just catches the lower corner of the plate for a strike. 2-1. The 2-1. Again, catches the corner of the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The count is evened up on Shepard. Here's a chopper to second. This will be a tough play. Watcher has it. Fires to first. The scoop from Durden in time for the third and final out. Great defensive stop by Connor Durden on the throw to end the top of the 7th. We're moving on to the 7th inning stretch. It is still 5-3 Indians over the Pacers. And fresh out of the 7th inning stretch, Sean McQuillan will lead it off for the Pacers. McQuillan is 2 for 2 today with a pair of singles and an RBI. Pacers still down by 2 to the Indians, as the first pitch is in there for a strike to McQuillan. Down the middle for a strike, 0-2. High and outside for a ball, 1 ball, 2 strikes. Up the middle, and through for a base hit. McQuillan 3 for 3 on the day with 3 singles. And this one will start off the 7th inning. Now Jackson Hannon up to the plate. Hannon is 0 for 3 today, lined out in his last at-bat. We're going to have a visit to the mound before Hannon can get his at-bat. We're going to take a very short break. Be right back in just a moment. I'm John Cena. I hate when you send a message to the wrong person, and they're probably just looking at it like, huh? And we'll get right back to it. DJ Laxton is the new pitcher out there for the Indians, coming in relief of Sawyer Strickland. Laxton with a 4.67 ERA, no record in 20 appearances. 27 innings pitched, 25 hits, 15 runs, 14 of those earned, 11 walks, and 37 strikeouts. And again, Hannon at the plate for the Pacers, 0 for 3 today, and has a 1-0 count with a runner on first and nobody out. Runner takes off from first. The pitch is in there for a strike. The throw to second, not in time. Sean McQuillan again with a stolen base, his 17th on the year. Pitch is outside for a ball. 2-1. Hannon lines that one out into center field. And making a nice little leaping catch is Butler for the first out. Tagging and advancing to third on the play is McQuillan, however.
The shortstop, number 2, Chandler Rogers.
Well, Chandler Rogers will come to the plate. Rogers is 0 for 3, but on his last at-bat, he drove in a run on his ground out. Rogers swings and misses at the first pitch for strike one. Check swing, but the pitch brushed the corner anyway. No balls, 2 strikes. Lined on out into right field. That'll drop in for a base hit. McQuillan will come home and score. It's an RBI single for Chandler Rogers, and the Pacers have pulled within 1 here in the bottom of the 7th.
The catcher, number 16, Luke Leisenring.
Now Luke Leisenring is going to come up to the plate, but not before we have another visit to the mound. Leisenring is 2 for 3 today, and he will be facing a new pitcher as the Indians will go to the bullpen. We will go to a break and be back in a moment. Oh, the one from the other day? I heard about it. I didn't get a chance to see it, though. We are back. Luke Leisenring up to bat against Caleb Link, the new pitcher for the Indians. Link making his 17th appearance on the year, a 1-2 record. Has 2 starts as well. 12 2/3 innings pitched. First pitch is in there for a strike. 23 hits, 13 runs, 12 of them earned. 7 walks and 9 strikeouts on the season. Leisenring with an 0-1 count. And a runner on first with 1 out. And a swing and a miss. Count 0-2. Fouled off out of play. We'll do it over. Check throw to first base, not in time. Rogers back safely. And the 0-2 in there for a call, strike 3. Leisenring down looking on 3 straight. Or 4 pitches. Forgot about the foul ball. Either way, Leisenring down on strikes for the second out.
Number 30, Connor Durden.
Well, Connor Durden will come to the plate. 2 outs and a runner on first. Durden is 0 for 2 with a walk. Quick check throw to first. Rogers diving back safely. And now Durden will call time and step out of the box, still awaiting his first pitch. Fouled off out of play. Strike 1. And another check throw to first base. Same result as Rogers makes it back safely. And again, the throw over to first base. Rogers not going anywhere as he makes it back to the bag. Now the 0-1. Misses high, 1-1. The 1-1. Outside for a ball. 2 balls and a strike to Connor Durden. And another check throw to first base. Rogers just steps on the bag this time. The 2-1. Fouled off. 2-2. The 2-2 pitch to Connor Durden is high and away, full count. So with a full count and 2 outs, that'll give Rogers the green light at first. And a swing and a miss from Connor Durden ends the bottom of the 7th. Pacers get a run, however, as they trail now 5-4 to the Indians. We will be right back with the top of the 8th in just a moment. Right back is not left back. I don't know. I just... And welcome to the top of the 8th inning. Pacers and Indians. Game 1 of a 1-game set. Pacers trailing 5-4. Henry Cartret back out there for another inning of action, and fouling off the first pitch is the right fielder Lee Poteet. Poteet is 1 for 4 today with a single. Struck out in his last at-bat. The 0-1. Curveball finds the strike zone. 0-2. Swing and a miss. Poteet down on strikes for the first out.
The third baseman, number 14, Jackson Raper.
Jackson Raper up to bat. 0 for 2 today, 2 walks, a strikeout, and reached on an error. Goes after the first pitch, grounds it over to second. Watcher bobbles it, but gets it over to first for the second out.
The catcher, number 11, Cameron Morrison.
Well, Cameron Morrison will step up to the plate. Morrison, also 0 for 2, reached on a fielder's choice, has a pair of walks and a run scored. And he goes after the first pitch, swing and a miss, strike one. Misses low, 1-1. Inside for a ball. 2 balls, 1 strike, the count to Morrison. Swing and a miss. Count evens up at 2-2. And a moment here as Morrison steps out of the box. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Nobody on. Top of the 8th inning. Fouled off, so we'll do it over. Check swing, fouls it off. Another do-over. Sent on out into the gap in right center field. That'll go to the wall. Hustling in for second is Morrison, and he will make it in there with a stand-up 2-out double. Well, top of the 8th inning will continue, and we will see Henderson Lentz come to the plate. Lentz is 2 for 4 today, a single, a double, a run scored, and reached on an error. He also has 1 stolen base and has been caught stealing tonight. And the first pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Low and away for a ball, 1-1. And the 1-1. Low and away, ball gets away. Leisnering is able to chase after it quickly, though. So 2 balls and a strike to Lentz. The 2-1. Chopped foul. And the count's evened up at 2-2. The 2-2 pitch. Ground ball to third. Under the glove of Huntley as he charged it. Everybody will be safe, although staying at second is Morrison. So that will score that one an E5.
Second baseman, number 27, Jacob.
And the inning will continue on with Jacob Nestor. Nestor 2 for 4. Single, double, run scored, 2 RBIs, and we're going to have a short little visit to the mound. Cartret able to get the first 2 out pretty quickly this inning, but then batters 3 and 4 gave him a bit of trouble, a double, and reached on an error. So that's where we sit. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. And Jacob Nestor up at the plate. Nestor's been pretty dangerous today. So Nestor will dig in to face off against Cartret. And the first pitch, curveball misses for ball 1. Low and inside, 2-0. Pitch in there for a strike, 2-1. And Cartret will not deal the 2-1 as he steps off the rubber to send the runners back. High and inside for a ball. 3 balls, 1 strike to Nestor. And the 3-1 pitch. In there for a strike, 3-2, full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, 2 on, top of the 8th inning. Will be 5-4 ball game. Indians over the Pacers. Fouled off, we'll do it over. Runners take off, and the ball is fouled off once again, so we will do another 3-2 pitch. Cartwright taking his time. Now he's set to deal. But not before we have another call of timeout. Cartwright took too long. Lined up the middle and through for a base hit. Coming home and scoring is Morrison. It is an RBI single for Jacob Nestor. And Catawba has a 2-run lead back as they lead at 6-4.
Center fielder number 4, Bryce Butler.
Well, Bryce Butler will come up to the plate. Butler 2 for 2. 2 singles, 2 walks, a run scored, and 3 stolen bases. Runners still on first and second with 2 outs here in the top of the 8th. First pitch, misses for ball 1. And Karcher just steps off the mound again. The 1-0. Fly ball out into left field. Going back and unable to make the catch was Hannon. It bounced off of his glove. 1 run scores. Coming home and scoring is Nestor. And that will make the lead 8-4 for the Catawba Indians on the E7.
The designated hitter number 29, Heath Mitchum.
First pitch is in there for a strike to Heath Mitchum, the leadoff man. Mitchum 1 for 3. 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, a single, and a run scored. Runner on second with 2 outs. Ball low and away. Leisenring blocks it. 2-0. Outside for another ball, 3-0. The count to Mitchum. Fouled off. Here's the 3-1. In there for a call, strike 3. Down looking goes Mitchum to finally put an end to the top of the 8th. We're moving on to the bottom of the 8th. Pacers find themselves down 8-4. We'll be back in just a bit. Something, yeah. So, 18 of our games. And how many we play? 22. Okay, so 19 out of 22. Do they have a new pitcher? I don't even know anymore. I don't even know. Is it a new pitcher? I didn't hear anything. It is a new pitcher. Okay. Not Derek Jeter. Number 2. Not Derek Jeter. Number 2. And we move to the bottom of the 8th inning. Pacers down by a score of 8-4 to the Indians as Joey Smithers will lead it off. Smithers 0 for 2 today with a walk, a stolen base, and a run scored. New pitcher out there for the Indians. Riley Myers has taken over, and he deals a first pitch strike to Smithers. Myers, a 3.91 ERA, a 6-0 record in 22 appearances and 6 starts. 1 save on the season as he deals the 0-1. In there for a strike, 0-2. 69 innings pitched on the year, 62 hits, 32 runs, 30 of those earned, and 24 walks to 66 strikeouts on the season. And a swing and a miss from Smithers will make it 67 as he goes down on strikes for the first out. I'll bring up Phil Watcher. Watcher is 0 for 2 today, but he's walked. back in the second inning. First pitch misses inside for a ball, 1-0. Sent on out into left field. Making the catch is Lentz for the second out.
The designated hitter number 4, Trey Paluski.
And now Trey Paluski will step up. Paluski 1 for 3 with a single and a run scored. 2 outs and nobody on here in the bottom of the 8th inning. First pitch in there on Paluski for strike 1, 0-1. This is high and away, 1-1. Sent on out, and that'll drop in fair down the right field line and head to the corner. Paluski rounds first, and he's hustling it in for second. Thinks about third, but will stop at just 2. It's a 2-out double for Trey Paluski.
The third baseman, number 44, Scott Huntley.
Well, Scott Huntley will come up to the plate. Huntley 2 for 3 today, 2 singles, a run scored, and an RBI. Runner on second with 2 outs here in the bottom of the 8th inning. And the first pitch to Huntley is high and inside for a ball. The 1-0. On the inside corner for a strike, 1-1. High and inside. Huntley checks his swing, however, 2-1. And the 2-1 pitch. Right down the middle, 2-2. Swing and a miss. Huntley down on strikes for the third and final out. Pacers leave a man stranded. We're moving on to the 9th inning. They trail the Catawba Indians by a score of 8-4. Didn't even have to ask him.
Leading off the top of the ninth, the shortstop, number 3, Jeremy Simpson.
And we are in the top of the ninth inning. Pacers and Indians doing battle here as the Indians coming up to bat, leading by 4. John Yarbrough has come out of the Pacer bullpen to take over here in the ninth. Yarbrough's stats, 2.40 ERA, a 1-0 record in 14 appearances, 1 save on the year. As he deals the first pitch, which is grounded right back up to him. Nope, it's going to go past him to second. Watcher with the quick fire and gets it there for the first out.
The first baseman, number 18, Hunter.
So Simpson down on the first pitch. And we'll bring up Hunter Shepard. Shepard looking for his first hit of the day. Swing and a miss on the first pitch. Strike 1. Popped it up near short. And Rogers makes the catch for the second out.
Right fielder, number 13, Lee Poteet.
And now Lee Poteet up to bat. Poteet 1 for 5 today. He singled and has struck out in his last 2 at-bats. First pitch in there for a strike, 0-1. Fouled it off, 0-2. In there for a call, strike 3. Poteet goes down looking for the third and final out. A 1-2-3, top of the ninth. We move on to the bottom of the ninth. Pacers looking to make the comeback and try to walk it off. Yeah, we're down by 4, so even if they load the bases. So there's a hat trick and a natural hat trick. I liken it almost to like how there's no hitters in baseball. A perfect game is a no hitter, but there's obviously a big difference between a no hitter and a perfect game. Oh, now here's I got a good one. You strike out the first 3 batters, but one of them reaches on a pass ball. Yeah. Or no, and the next guy just gets out or something like that. Or you pick off the guy.
Leading off the pacer after the ninth,
So we're in the bottom of the 9th inning. Pacers down by 4. Needing to get those 4 runs to tie this one up and 5 to win. McQuillan will lead it off. He is 3 for 3 today. First pitch in there for a strike. 3 singles, a stolen base, an RBI, and a run scored. So a very productive day for him at the plate. And a pretty good day defensively, too. Pops it up, foul territory. That'll end up out of play, 0-2. Quillen lofts that one out into left field. Wentz is there, and he'll make the catch for the first out. That will bring us to the top of the order. Jackson Hannon will come up to bat 0 for 4 today. Pitch misses high for a ball. Count 1-0. Chopper to third. Grabbed by Raper, was playing in on the grass. And he will make the easy throw to first for the second out. Now Chandler Rogers represents the last chance for the Pacers. Rogers 1 for 4 today, a single and 2 RBIs. 2 outs and nobody on here in the bottom of the 9th inning. First pitch, inside, ball 1. Fouled off of a foot, it looks like. Rogers will walk it off, as his count is even to 1-1. Outside corner for a strike, 1-2. Pacers down to their final strike. Fly ball. Right center. And the catch is made by Poteet for the third and final out. The Catawba Indians come into Roberto Hernandez Stadium and take the one-game series by a score of 8-4 over the Pacers. USC Aiken will be back in action tomorrow as they play the Payne College Lions. First pitch will be the same time as today's first pitch at 6 o'clock. So look forward to seeing you there. And until then, I'm Marcus Johnson. Thank you for joining us, and have a good one.